Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wolverines offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Running inside, it's Marshall. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the ground, it's Marshall. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Josh Hoover. He had a lot of company in the backfield in that loss last time out. Sacked 5 times and also threw a couple of picks. They'll start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Preston.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touch.
Makes a grab and room to run. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Beebe.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw for it. Complete. At the 35, he's loose. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Preston. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Preston. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Beebe. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. First play of the period, first down here. To the ground. He's got it again. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Looking downfield, it's Hoover.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Not gonna get there. Not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Play action with Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The option, the keeper. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pulls it in, it's Marshall. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Creates a little room. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls it on the option. Here's a little room there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Underwood on the play action. Throws to the tight end. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he tacks on the extra point. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Buchanan. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Makes the grab. It's Marsh. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Wants to throw it again. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A first down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He got it. Now trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On the move. Finding some room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. Turns it loose deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Beebe. Bulldozes his and runs through another one. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting him to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency. But either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
They might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for it, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
Underwood. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Keep it on the ground. Turning it on! They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Hansen. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Hands it off on the counter. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throwing, Underwood. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Play fake, Underwood. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. A run for the quarterback. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They're trying to slam it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. They'll go right back to it. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've warned this defense.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got a step and just dusted the field. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get to the and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football. They make the tackle short of the first down marker, but there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Underwood rushes on him. And they got him.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And the try is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Beebe. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lost a throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. you're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really